Hey. Hey, Facebook family and friends, and my friends over on YouTube. Anybody in the YouTube streets? Let me see. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time of day it is in your world, honey. It is Monday evening. It's another Money Motivational Monday over here at Triple M, Money Management Matters. So listen, if you all are not following me over on the YouTube channel, honey, go on over to the YouTube channel and check me out. Hit that subscribe button. I got that scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Money Management Matters. That is my business. That is she. That is I. That is me. Okay? I am Triple M, Money Management Matters, where I educate and motivate women to make more money, save more money, and most importantly, protect that money. So tonight we're going to talk about protecting our money. We're going to talk about protecting our money, honey. I don't know if y'all be following the news and the financial news and the economy and everything that's going on. I know you all know that everything is high. Everything has skyrocketed. All prices is high. Gas is high. Food is high. Everything is through the roof. Okay. And it's all prerequisites of what's going on in the economy. I was telling you guys a couple of weeks ago that they are projecting a recession. Hey, Nicole, checking in. Hey, girl, hey, checking in from the YouTube streets. Hashtag money motivation. Hashtag YouTube. Thank you so much for chiming in, Miss Nicole. How have your Monday been? So tonight we're going to just chat a little bit about the falling. If you have not heard, the stock market is falling. And if you don't know, because you don't follow, the financial news as closely as, a financial professional like myself do, when the stock market starts to fall, a lot of things follow the stock market. A lot of things follow the index 500 and all the indexes and these platforms that businesses use to raise money and to keep the economy going. So it's a lot of stuff going on in that. But the fact of the matter is, when stocks start to fall, that's when we start to see prices rising. Prices are rising. The gas prices are rising. Hey, Lisa, how you doing, girl? Thank you for jumping in. And of course, it really all started back in 2020, about when the pandemic hit and the stock market fell then, but then it bounced back. So the stock market is up and down. It's up and down. It normally follows something dramatic that's going on in the world, okay? Or it's a lot of different factors that make the stock market go up and down. But right now, they're blaming it on the war in Ukraine and in Russia. And then they're blaming it on, of course, politics, and then the whole gun violence thing. That's a whole nother thing that can drive stock up and down. But what I want to talk to you about is being prepared for it, being protected. If you have a retirement fund, if you have a 401k, a 403b, any type of market linked retirement plan, mutual funds, ETFs, annuities, things like that, even insurance is what I'm going to talk about tonight. A lot of that is tied to the stock market. But the good thing is, and I have put in my description, there's two good things about the stock market falling. Okay. So it ain't all bad. So I want you all to not to feel down about your retirement fund maybe going down. Just know that it will go back up. It will go up back up, even though you are losing money. You are losing money, but it will eventually go back up. But one good thing about a falling stock market is this is the time when a lot of people that really know how the stock market works, this is the time that a lot of people make money. They gain their wealth, especially people that's already wealthy, because they know how to keep getting money. They know how to invest their money. They invest when the stock market fall, when the stocks are low, when the stocks are cheap. That's when they buy them up and then they hold them. So that's one important thing to remember is if you do get into the stock market when the stocks are low, you have to hold it. Okay. It's a long-term investment. And I like to use it specifically for retirement because retirement funding is very near and dear to my heart because I don't want us to become at 65, 67, 70 years old in our senior years and we don't have enough money to live on, okay, because we have not prepared now. So if you use the stock market, this is a good time to get into that, find out information about it, follow the finance news, the CNN Money, CNN Money, Yahoo Finance, Kepler's, that's who I follow, Kepler's indexes and information and newsletters, things like that. Or just listen to me because I try to share when I learn about information like this, I try to share it. Hey, LaShawn, thank you for jumping on. Hey, girl, hey. So, yeah, as y'all come in, y'all say, hey, girl, hey, let me know you're out there so I can speak to you. So this is a very good time to really understand how money works, how the stock market works, how the economy works, how when things are going on in the world, how to make that beneficial to your finances. It don't always have to be a bad thing. It ain't always got to be a time of distress and depression or being fearful. And I put that in my notes. Don't fear. Don't be fearful during these times. What you have to do is get educated, get the knowledge, understand what's really going on behind the scenes. Don't just listen to the news reports. There's a lot of them. The major news reports will just tell you the bad things about the stock market falling. Yeah, it's bad for your retirement funds and it's probably prices is already high, so it's gonna raise prices. True enough, it's gonna be some other side effects and things that happen. But the intelligent people, the wealthy people, they don't fear it. They be like, okay, yeah, this is the time that they start buying up all the cheap stocks and holding it. I want to put emphasis on holding it. It's long term. This ain't something you want to buy now and sell it in 2 years when the stocks start going back up, because they will go up, but you want to wait it out the long haul. Use this as a retirement plan, something that you can put away for your future. I talk about that all the time. My major purpose, I feel like, is making sure that people are sufficiently covered in life insurance, okay, or they are sufficiently prepared for their retirement. And when I say retirement, that's your golden years, your 65, 70, 75, 80 years old, because we want to live a long life. We want to live to see our children and our grandchildren and our great grandchildren, right? But we want to be able to live that life comfortably, right? We want to be able to keep up with inflation because, of course, things now that we buy now that's already high, it's going to be even higher 10, 20 years from now. So we got to be ready for that. We got to be prepared for that. And we got to do it now. Now is the time, like LaShawn said, you want to buy low and sell high. But you don't want to sell it until long term, down the road, 10, 15 years down the road. And then get this, it's another benefit. If you do need to sell it, you're going to see it grow. You're going to see some financial, what we call value in it. You're going to see cash value in it. So if an emergency do come up or another layoff from your job come up, or maybe you want to fund your children's college fund in 5, 6, 7 years, when if you are younger and you have young children, all kind of things that come up that takes a lot of money. You can use this money. You can withdraw it then and use it for that purpose instead of getting into debt. Especially when we're talking about college money for your children, that's one thing you ain't got to worry about. You ain't got to worry about your kids getting into a whole lot of student loans that they're going to have to pay for years and years and years. You can have the money in your stock account, in your brokerage account, where you're buying your stocks now. Buy low, like LaShawn said, buy low and sell high. So that's what we do. That's what the wealthy have done for years and years and years. Now, the number 2 good thing, benefit that I want to talk to you all about, when the stock market is falling, of course, you're losing money. You're losing money on your retirement plans if it's linked to the stock market. So your 401ks, your 403bs, your IRAs, your mutual funds, whatever you got that's linked to the stock market. Now, I sell life insurance, okay? I sell all types of life insurance. And there's one particular type of life insurance that I do love to talk to people about as far as a living benefit type of policy, a policy that you can use for your retirement. Yep, because if you leave it in there long enough, over the long term, you can't just put it in there and take it out next year. Blink. Yeah, now understand, you have to leave it in for the long term, okay? So when you get into this insurance policy, you put your money in there. It's like a whole life policy. A whole life policy earns cash value, okay? When the cash starts accumulating and you see the money growing in your account, you can use that money in your retirement years, okay, as living benefits. You pull it out, you use it for whatever you want to use it for. The good thing about this policy is it is linked to the stock market. It is. But guess what? This is the most fabulous thing about this policy. When the stock market falls, your money do not fall with it. Ding, 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 ding. Can you say score? Yes. When your money is in this life insurance policy, it's a whole life insurance policy. It's called Index Universal Life. You put your money in there, you watch it grow. You put your money in there every month. It's a recurring thing. It's every month. It's just like a savings. You put it in there, you let it grow. It's attached to the stock market. It is. So when stocks is up, when the stock market is going up, when it's going up in good times, when we ain't having all this crap going on, it's going up. It's good. You're earning money. But guess what? When that stock market starts to fall, which it does, the stock market is an up and down type of situation. And if we have going through things like a pandemic, a wars, politics and stuff like that, the stock market falls and you lose money. If that money is in this index universal life policy, the money is secure. The money does not fall. It stays exactly where it's at. It does not fall. So you got guaranteed protection of your money in this policy. Lisa Bacon says score. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And this is something else that the financially wealthy people do to maintain their wealth. They keep it in these type of policies. And not only do they not lose money during stock market falls, they are protected. It's tax sheltered. So it's money that once you pull it out, it's not taxed. And it's a specific way to do that. But that's something that you learn once you get into the policy. And the financial professional should be explaining all that to you. Like myself, I will explain all that to you. But it's good and bad. The stock market falling is good and bad. So I don't want you all to be fearful. I don't want you all to be down in the dumps thinking that you're losing all your money. Just be encouraged. Be encouraged and be motivated that there is good in stock market falls. Nicole said, is it better to buy this type of policy when the market is at a high? That's a good question. This type of policy you can buy at any time. That's another good thing about it. When the market is low, you can buy it. You might not earn as much money. You ain't gonna earn your cash value as fast as if you would when the stock market is higher. Does that make sense? So either low or high, it's a good time to buy the policy, because it's a death benefit as well, because it is an insurance policy. So it's any time is a good time to buy insurance. But if you get into this particular policy, it really doesn't matter. The only difference is when you get in now, when stock prices are low, you're not going to earn cash as fast, because it's going to take a little bit of time for the stock market to go back up. Now, if you get in when the stock market is high and it's going up and down and it's going up and up, then you're going to earn cash value faster. That makes sense, Nicole? Thank you for that question. That's a really good question. So yeah, this type of policy is good to purchase at any time for sure, because it's going to benefit you in the long term. Because it's definitely a long-term policy. I like to tell people that, because I have had a few customers that get it and then they thinking that you're going to have a return on it the very next year, and that's not the case. This is a long-term thing. Think life insurance. If you buy a life insurance policy, we normally used to think it's for death. It's just for if we die, then, we leave a little money for our beneficiaries. But now with different types of life insurance, it's also for living benefits, okay? But it's still more of a long-term investment. Long-term. Yes, okay, good, Nicole. Thank you. Thank you for asking that question. So I don't want you all to be fearful. That's the number one thing I want you to go away with tonight, is don't be fearful. Think about the benefits, okay? Because this is a perfect time. If you've ever thought about getting into the stock market, you've ever thought about opening up your own brokerage account outside of your corporate job. If you work corporate, if you work a 9 to 5 and you pay into a 401k, that's good. If the 401k offers a match, if your corporate office, if your employer offers a match to that 401k, definitely get into it. But just say, for instance, the company do not offer a match. They just offer, the ability to open an account with this company. So you'll have a 401k and you put 10% in there. Well, you might not want to do that. You can actually open up your own brokerage account, okay? And put 5% of your income in there and 5% into this life insurance policy that I was talking about, the IUL. So kind of allocate in different areas so that you can get the most out of different places. But definitely this is a good time, if you've ever thought about it, getting into the stock market. This is a good time when the stock market is falling. Don't be fearful of it. Just look at it as an opportunity to learn more about money, to learn about more ways to make money. That's what I'm all about, showing women how to make more money, save more money, and protect that money, okay? Because we got to be more prepared. My new slogan I came up with while I was in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, was we are being more prepared, prayed up, and prepared up. Okay, prayed up and prepared up. So let me leave y'all with a scripture, because y'all know I always like to give y'all a scripture, and I put it in the description of this video so y'all can go back and check it out. But I want to read this, and I've read this before on a prior Facebook Live about the parable that Jesus was given in Matthew 25. Matthew 25, verse 25, and you can read all the way down to verse 29 and 30 is the last one to get this story. This is the NIV version. but it's the story of the rich man that gave different amounts of money to some of his servants. And so 25 says, which was the third, he gave it to three different servants. And the third servant said, I was afraid and went out and hid your gold in the ground. So he had given his servants gold to take care of while he was away. And see, here is what belongs to you. And the master replied, you wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. Well, then you should have put my money on deposit with bankers. Okay. So I want you to think more on the stock market side. Say, I should have put my money into the stock market. Okay. While it's low, while I can really earn more money, earn more interest. And this is money that you can take and give back, use it for the whatever God has given you to use it for, for his purpose, for his glory, because that's what I try to do. A lot of us Christian women, Christian people want to give more, but they can't give more because they're not managing their own money right. So they don't have the extra money to give or to put toward that mission, that purpose that God has given you. So this parable goes on to say, you should have put the money on deposit with the bankers so that when I returned, I would have received back some interest. Okay. So he's saying, don't just sit on money. If you got extra money, and even if you don't have extra money, another thing I want to tell you is look at your money plan. I talk about this all the time. The money plan is the word for budget. Look at it, allocate it, see where you can sacrifice some things. Because now is a good time to sacrifice for maybe 6 to 12 months. Whatever that is that you're sacrificing, take that money and buy you a stock. If it ain't but one stock, just start with one. And look, you ain't got to have $1,000 to invest in something. There's so many apps now on our little cellular devices that you can just start with $10. You can start with $25. You can start with $50. And I can tell you some of this information because I have it myself. If you want to chat about it and get some information on how I do it, and I'll be glad to share that. But you have to take some steps to earn that extra interest. Do something with the money. Don't hide it. Don't hold on to it. Don't be selfish with it. Money is energy. People tell me this all the time. Money is energy. Money is meant to go out and multiply and bring more money back with it, right? So if you're just holding on to it to stay in a savings account at the bank, it ain't earning nothing. Okay. And this is another little secret. I was in banking for 17 years, and I can tell you that the bank invests in the stock market. Yep. Banks invest in life insurance policies. Yep. It's a business. Banks take the little bit of money that you put your money in there, and they give you nothing on it. But they take that money that they're taking from you and they invest it and they make money on it. So that's how money works. So listen, just take what I said, read that scripture. Don't be fearful like the third servant was and scared and hid them, and don't hide the money. Don't hide the money. So if you want more information, hey Tara, thanks for jumping on. If you want more information, you want me to help you get started with just a small investment account, hit me up on my calendar. I put my calendar link in the description of this video. And let's see how I can help you get started. Matter of fact, I want y'all also, because I did not get on here and share the video out with your family and your friends. Let them know that I was on tonight so that more people can get this information. And also, I do have a private group on Facebook called, called Manage Your Money, Ma'am. Manage Your Money, Ma'am. I will put that in the description in the post when I finish this. If you want to be a part of that group, look it up, Manage Your Money, Ma'am. Come in there, answer the questions. You have to answer the questions to get let in. And over there, I'm going to be talking more about investing. Okay, different videos and other financial professionals that I follow and learn from. I'm throwing information over there so you can learn more about what I'm telling you. And let's do it together so we can do it together. So I'm thinking about doing a little webinar or a workshop strictly for investing. Okay. Because I think this is a perfect time. The time is now. Okay. If I don't know how many more signs we need that we got to do better. We got to be better prepared for these catastrophes that's coming. You know, it's so many crazy things happening in the world. I've even heard people talking about stocking up again on all your perishables, on your paper products, on your foods, because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, y'all. So we have got to start getting prepared and start taking it seriously. Start taking our money matters seriously. Start taking this economy seriously and taking advantage of what's happening in the world. Because this is what I don't want to happen. I don't want us to go through another type of pandemic type thing where we're shut down again. We may be home working or we may lose our job, and then we're going to be dependent on a stimulus check. No, we need to be more prepared than that. We got to be ready for whatever may come. Okay, y'all. So that's all I got for y'all tonight. I hope and pray something I said was motivating for you or inspiring for you and help you get over, if you are fearful of the stock market, get over that fear. Get over that fear and let's take advantage of the good things, the good parts of a falling stock market. Okay. So hope y'all staying cool out there, honey. It was hot out here in Georgia today. I don't know if y'all know. Let's see. I think everybody on here from Georgia, except for LaShawn. LaShawn, girl, I don't know if it was hot over in Kansas City, but honey, whew, it's burning up here. It's burning up in Georgia. So I'm just happy and praising God that I am inside in the cool air condition. So y'all take care. It's supposed to be hot all week long. So y'all stay cool and listen. I'll be back again soon because I got some other announcements I'll be sharing with you guys. So look forward to that. And until then, you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night. Thank you, Tara.